everybody. Welcome back to Sarah's Table. Tonight, we are going to be playing a game that is just for two. One is going to be playing a troll. One is going to be playing an adventurer. Maybe if there's time, we will switch. Let the other person experience the other side. We'll see. My name is Sarah Moore. My pronouns are she, her. And if you have not been here before, welcome into your very first game. All right. today I have invited my life partner to come on and be a troll.
Spoiler alert.
Why don't you introduce who you are and how you are tangentially related to the show?
Yeah, sure. Hi, my name is Jeff. I am he, him. I'm a multimedia producer and a gamer and writer and all those things at all different times, as so many of us are.
Mm-hmm.
My primary responsibility for Sarah's Table is behind the scenes, assembling the pre-recorded episodes so that they're ready for broadcast when the show goes live. But every once in a while, I get on this side of the camera too, so I get to work twice those weeks. Hooray!
Double work.
Yep.
It's because I cool. love you. I've given you double work.
Give me more to do. Sure.
Mm-hmm. It's a trust level thing.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Yeah, I get it.
Don't be so excited to be here.
Am I not being excited? I don't know what.
Listen, before we get into the game and what we are doing, I'm going to do a quick safety discussion. I think that is very important as a responsible game master and player at the table and human being. Just be aware of everybody's lines and veils. So here on Sarah's Table, you will never find sexual violence, violence against children, or withholding food as punishment or starvation. I feel like I know Jeff's lines and veils pretty well. I've known him for a bit now. So I feel confident that I will hold that space properly for you. But if we wander into a thing and you are like, oh no, this is triggering me and I didn't realize it, you can either, throw up an X or just like let me know and I we'll scoot back and move a different direction.
Right.
So this game is called, fittingly, Adventurer and Troll. It is by Shawn McCarthy. It's a one-page RPG. Take a look. This is all you need. This is it. That's all you need for the whole game. And then you need a D6 or two. And one of you is playing the troll and one of you is playing the adventurer. And I would say that the adventurer is more of the active player. And so there's not technically a game master, but I think that the troll sort of holds more of that responsibility. The adventurer, I think, has more, a little bit more power in the situation. The troll is wary of adventurers because they hunt trolls and they need to stay safe in their burrow under a bridge. But the adventurer has walked above and demanded passage. And so the adventurer's job is to cross the river. Adventurer is wary of trolls because trolls eat people. But you need to cross the river and the troll lurks below the bridge and blocks the way. And so we are dealing with two stats and they are patience and trust. You as the adventurer must build trust with the troll before the troll loses patience. If the troll loses patience, there's a chance that the troll could just eat you. Chomp. And so it means that there's, a certain amount of time that you get. And then we have decided what's going on here. So I'm gonna play the troll the first time because it's more of the GM role. So I'll be over here. You can be the adventurer. So we're both going to take our D6 and with a 6 showing because we are at the most patience because nothing has happened yet. We're going to put it on the 0 of the trust track. And there's
I have to ask, is this something that if we were sitting at the same table, we would just have one for the table?
Correct.
Between us? Okay.
We would just use it, but because we are in separate spaces, we'll put it there.
Great.
And so you can do this strictly by role playing, but I think I like using we have, scads of dice, and I think that it is good for us to put that dice mechanic into play. I think also for folks watching at home who are maybe not as confident in their RP ability, that having a concrete thing that your dice is doing is maybe a little bit easier for some folk. We're going to employ that today. And so I will be asking questions of the adventurer, and then anytime the adventurer does something that is like reassuring, exciting, like helpful for the troll, then we would move up that trust track. But if you are threatening or boring, something that is not interesting to the troll, we move down in our patience. So the thing on that I actually will go smaller. And I think that we can RP each turn out, and then like see how convinced I am, and I think it will roll our D6, and whoever rolls higher, I think is it is the victor in that round.
Okay.
You've either built trust by rolling higher than me, or I have lost patience by rolling higher than you.
So one way or the other, something is going to happen.
Something is definitely going to happen.
Okay.
And then there is a final scene where the adventurer just tries to cross the bridge. Or
it's time.
Or the patience die has dropped to 0. And then we roll a die to see where we are with our trust level.
So normally that would be the only die roll
Correct.
that we would do. Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
But I feel like let's add in these dice. We have these lovely, it's Pride Month. I have different kinds of rainbows everywhere. We're just going to.
I just have aluminum ones.
Perfect.
It's purple though. It's nice.
It is nice. There's purple on both of these. Pretty heavy.
Wow.
I do want to just know, like, who is your adventurer?
Who is my adventurer?
Is he a young adventurer? Is he an old, grizzled, wizened adventurer?
No, he's right in the middle. Great. He's a medium age adventurer. He's a medium, and yeah, his name is Paolo.
Oh, hello, Paolo.
He's fancy.
Mm-hmm.
That's not because of his name. He is fancy.
He just is fancy. Is he dressed in a very fancy way?
No, that's the trick.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. He's dressed very plainly. Very middle. Paolo the Mid.
Paolo the Mid.
Yeah.
We love it.
He doesn't love that nickname, but people can't stop.
That's fair. Can't stop, won't stop. And is he
he's Pringles.
Heir to the Pringles fortune. Paolo the Mid.
Paolo Pringle.
Oh no.
Well, and like accidentally backed myself into the greatest Jeff character name I've done in a long time.
Also, like,
dang.
So he is sort of in the middle of his life.
Yeah.
And so he
hopes.
might be near the end. We don't know. but like, has he been adventuring a lot?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
He's a citizen of the world.
great.
He's been about.
And he generally, or is this another mid situation where like, do things generally go his way? I mean, he's clearly gotten out of all the adventures, but like,
Yeah. Um, about half the time things go great.
very mid, very mid, mid, mid.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
But you're
well,
right. He's a survivor.
Survivor.
He's not going to give up.
He's gonna work harder.
Mhm.
Uh, my troll currently is named Glump.
Glump.
He's very hungry, very cranky.
It's a good drive for a troll.
Like he just wants to hang out underneath his bridge. He just wants to like I think his favorite show is on. You know, like
Just wants to watch TV and eat popcorn and be left alone.
and like have a snack and
Oh man,
adventures every time. Every time it gets to
I
the
wasn't
good
expecting to relate so much to the troll in this game. Yikes. Really
Whoops.
putting a mirror up.
Ta-da. Yeah. All right. So like describe oh beep 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 beep
Walking.
beep, beep, walk 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 walk.
Fancy walk.
It's very fancy. Describe what you see when you walk up.
So Paulo Pringle always does this thing when he approaches a crossing,
Okay.
whether it is a road or some sort of thoroughfare, if he's got to cross the street, or in the case of crossing over a bridge.
Uh-huh.
He always takes a moment to look down to see if there's anything immediately hazardous in front of or down, depending on, and he always looks both ways to make sure there isn't a runaway carriage or some such.
Sure.
And so in this case, I think this is a bridge. Is it a bridge over a chasm, or is it a bridge over like a babbling brook?
Troubled water, if you will.
Troubled water?
Yeah. Sure. I think it is some sort of water situation.
Okay. How close is the water to the surface of the water to the bridge? 12 feet?
Like maybe 15-ish, 15 to 20 feet.
So like in the middle.
Mid.
Not close, but not far.
Right. Yeah.
Sure.
Reachable if you try real hard.
You know what I've always thought about adventurers and adventuring, the least dynamic you can make it, that's really going to give you something to write home about later. These are great decisions that we're making.
Well, here's the thing, is that just like, this shouldn't be a problem. There are other bridges. Yeah. Glump is not underneath. Like you could. Also, I feel like recently I rewatched Robin Hood Men in Tights. And the scene with Little John.
Oh yeah, it's not exactly the Mississippi.
You could just be on the other side. Like it's.
Yeah.
Maybe we're just going to keep fighting until we're down to the little tiny.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know.
There's only one way to find out.
Dice will tell us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready.
Tell me your secrets, Dice.
It's not telling me anything.
Mute. Yeah.
Oh no. Was I holding it up to my ear that I can't hear?
It's on mute. Yeah.
It's a turn it back on. I forgot to charge
Bluetooth didn't connect. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. So you step out onto the bridge and Glump comes out. He's much bigger than you. He like steps out and is and straightens up and is like as tall as you are, but from the ground of the.
Wow.
What are you doing on my bridge?
Hello, good woman. I'm here to cross.
I am a male troll.
Ah, yes. Forgive me. I am but a humble adventurer who knows not of trolls. I beg your pardon.
I think first question is going to be what sort of
What's your deal?
what's your deal?
What's
God, what's this? Um, what sort of tribute can you give to me in order to get yourself across this bridge to safety?
tribute? That is an excellent question. Now, an esteemed member of our bridge dwelling society probably has a great deal of value that you would place on items of protection.
Mm.
Right? You live in the elements.
Mm-hmm.
You live here, right? Is that right?
Yeah, under this bridge.
Yeah, perfect. Well, what would you say? What would you say? All right, listen. What would you say if I could get you like the biggest sweater? It's great for keeping you warm when it's cold out. It's good for keeping the water off when the rain is coming in sideways.
Mm-hmm.
Your bridge is wonderful. It looks like it would do a great job of keeping you protected. But I noticed that, like, the guns are blazing. You could use a layer. And I just happen to know the right guy. I've got a sweater guy.
A sweater guy.
Sweater guy.
As you get older in life, you just like have a guy.
Have a guy
that does certain stuff.
I do. I don't have a lot of guys. I'm only in the middle of my life, you see.
Sure.
But I do have a sweater guy. That's usually one of the first guys you get.
What color would the sweater be?
What color would my esteemed conversation partner love to have?
I feel like maybe like a multicolor situation. Like maybe I could have something that had like a couple of like some greens,
cream and crimson.
Yeah, like
silver.
We make like a Christmas sweater, a non-denominational winter holiday sweater.
Oh, you celebrate that too?
Yeah, it's my favorite.
I do too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sort of a gray blob that lights up. It's that's how we do it in my town.
Sure.
Pringlevania.
The fiefdom of Pringlevania.
Absolutely. I think that we could do you one better and have a reversible sweater.
Oh.
That is it's Christmassy on one side. And then you flip it over and it's great for a cocktail party. It's perfect for when you're having your family over. Or, you need something kind of nice, but you don't want to look like you tried too hard, even though you're still sweating because you straightened up right before everybody was showing up. This is perfect for that. It's perfect for that.
Right in the vacuum as they're walking up the track.
Yeah, you just like put it in the closet and hope they don't open that one. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
listen, we've all been there, Glump.
Listen, how do you know my name?
You didn't say it, did you?
Didn't.
All right. I thought I heard you say it. I didn't. Oh boy.
Let's
That's a tough one to explain.
Let's see what happens. So now we're gonna roll, and whoever rolls higher will have won that. Okay, I got a 4.
I did too. I rolled a 4 as well.
All right.
We both win.
I feel like oh, well, that's interesting. Maybe that means
we do both.
We do both. So you've gained a little bit of trust, but like you did say his name and he did not tell you his name. So I think I
didn't get around to telling you the man's name.
Never did say.
No.
All right. So we've moved up to 1 in trust, but 5
down to 5 in patience. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, could be nice. I could like to have a sweater. I'd have a sweater.
You'll love it. You'll love it.
So that seems like a really great tribute, really. But like,
I think so.
I got to tell you, often, I get like people bothering me a lot. They come down to the bridge,
Mhm.
they throw stuff at me. Like, it's
Oh no.
not great. I don't love it.
Yeah. You shouldn't love that. I can't abide one-sided violence.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, I get sometimes I get a little too impatient and they have been throwing stuff at me a lot and then I eat them. And I understand that that's probably not like the best way to make friends.
Sure.
But
I think you're right.
you know, stop throwing stuff at me.
It's not the worst way,
Sure, that's true.
but it's probably, you're right. Probably not the best.
Anyway, do you think, like, what can you do about that? Can you do anything about that?
So people leave you alone?
Yeah.
All right. How do you feel about chickens? This is a setup question. This isn't the answer is not going to dictate. I'm just curious.
I don't know
in
that
general,
I don't know
how
that
familiar are you with chickens?
I don't get a lot of chickens down here. I mean, every once in a while, sure.
You've never had to contain them in a space, right?
No, I have no
need for that. No, why would you?
I mean, I live under like this is the water underneath this bridge. Not a lot of chickens like just hanging out down here.
Well, you probably have fish. Those are like the chicken of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I would maybe argue that like the ducks that come through are maybe the chickens of the water.
Maybe. The point is, if you wanted to keep them around and keep them safe, you would need to surround them with something to keep them protected. So, here's my idea.
The humans in a cage.
Sort of. Yeah. But the cage is going to be kind of on the sides of the bridge here, right? You want something that it lets the air flow through. Right? It's important to be able to cross the bridge, but you don't want people to be able to just walk up to the edge and chuck things down at you, right?
Right. Yeah.
Do you ever need to grab on to the bridge to get things from the top of the bridge?
Sometimes.
Okay. We can work with sometimes. But I think what we need to build here is, so I've got a fence guy, right? I've got like a chicken wire guy,
sweater guy, and a fence guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it the same guy?
Well, no, come on.
But, I don't know.
I know you're a troll. It's fine. You don't have to know this. I'm here to help you. I am ushering you into this new world of knowing guys.
Of knowing guys.
Yeah. So what we want, I think, is right. I'm envisioning these like chicken wire fences that go up so people can't climb over them. They can't throw stuff through them, but there's a gate, right? You can open it up.
Reach
in the hatch, reach in. Yep. And then close it up when you're done. They can't get in.
Like above?
No, like right on the side.
On the side.
Yeah. You want comfort, right?
Sure.
It looks like you'd be able to reach just right. I mean, I'm looking at you right here.
Yeah.
You want to be able to reach forward. You don't want to have to reach over, right?
Yeah. Right in.
See, that's
just like all like in your bed. His hand is like the size of your body. It's like,
yeah, I'll hold my arms out and you just see them sticking out from behind his palm. See what I mean? Like you need access to this space. Okay. So we'll put in a gate for you. We'll get the fence up. This will solve your problem. You can get in. Those ding dongs cannot get out to you.
Ding dongs. All right, let's do a roll. Let's see what happens.
Oh boy.
I rolled a 3.
Well, I only rolled a 1.
Okay.
As compelling as I felt that was.
I I've lost a little bit of patience because I got to tell you, like, that sounds like not very pretty. And my bridge is magnificent. And that would make it not very aesthetically pleasing, you know?
Yeah. I can see that. I can see that. It's not for everybody. These ideas, they're just ideas.
Sure.
I understand.
Sure. Also, like, all right, let's come up with something else. What else can you offer me? I mean, really, like, also the townspeople have been saying I heard, they say really terrible things about me.
They do?
That's just not nice.
No. How
No.
dare they?
How correct?
What are their names?
How dare?
Name
No.
8 of them.
I don't get any of their names. They don't tell me their names. They won't even tell me their names.
Those cowards.
Yes.
They won't even tell you their name.
They throw things at me and then they I don't know, sometimes they steal stuff from me when I'm sleeping.
What do they steal?
All my stuff.
Troll stuff.
Yeah. Like all my nice rocks.
What are they going to do with nice rocks?
I just take them. It's not nice.
But is it this village just back here?
Yeah. What can you do about like them spreading terrible rumors about me? I'm a wonderful entertainer and
Hold on a minute.
host.
We
What
do you how would you rather they behave when they come here?
I mean, I think I would love a little bit of respect, like just.
Do you want them to stay and hang out, or you just want them to be on their way and leave you alone?
Yeah, like respect me, and move along.
Don't take my stuff.
Don't take my stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe every once in a while, like if you have somebody from the village you don't like, you could like leave them for a snack.
Sure, stake them up. Yeah.
Doesn't even have to be steaks. Just like make it clear.
Oh, like this is the guy. Put a little bandana on him or something. Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Sacrifice hat or something. I don't know.
Listen, that place, I got to be honest with you. It was not the best place.
Sure.
I didn't even catch the name of the town. I just didn't feel like I was welcome there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think these are great people in general.
Yeah.
Maybe this is crazy, but I think we should go there. I think you and me.
To the village?
Yeah, I think we take them down. Let's send a message. These guys, you're just trying to live your life.
I am.
They come in, you're just doing your best. And they come in doing their worst.
Yeah.
What do they expect you to do?
I mean, just like a village full of jerks, really.
Yeah. Jerktown population, those guys.
Yeah.
And I think it sounds like they need a lesson. I'm all in.
All right.
Listen, you're the best friend I've made since I got here.
Oh, it's really nice.
It's true.
All
this place sucks, man.
Let's roll and see what happens.
Did we advance the die last time? Because the die number went down.
The die number went down, but it did not go up in trust because I had beaten you. I rolled a 1 this time.
I rolled a 2 this time.
All right. So my patience is fine, but we're up to trust of 2.
Yeah. I'm slowly radicalizing this giant troll.
So you think we should just like go? Okay, but hey, I can't. What if I leave? I leave my house and then they circle around behind and like take my stuff.
Oh, take the rest of your stuff
out of my house. I don't want to do that. I'm like down for teaching them a lesson for sure.
Yeah,
but like
we need a You don't have like a guard dog or anything like that?
I don't. Do you have
Hmm.
a guard dog guy? You have
So
guys? You have a lot of guys.
I don't have a guard dog guy, but what I have is a particular set of skills.
Oh, are you a guard dog?
I I'm really good at training dogs. So
Okay.
like if we can find a dog, I'm really confident that I could train him to watch your house. Yeah. Like that's it. Like once you put a dog there, who's going to mess with it? Nobody wants to mess with a dog. Everybody knows that dogs are the most ferocious creatures in this forest. It's not really a forest. There's a bridge here.
You say to this giant troll.
Yeah.
It's like 20
That's my
feet
bud. This is my guy.
tall.
He's not ferocious.
Clump.
He's Clump.
All right. Let's find out. Let's roll. Let's see if he believes that you have a guy. All right. I rolled a 3.
This ability to. I rolled a 2.
Uh-oh. I don't. I'm down to patience of 3. I don't think you could train. Listen, even if you could train a dog, we don't have a dog. We don't have a dog.
Yeah, and then you have to feed him, and it's a whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're just giving me like 20 years of responsibility at that point.
It's 20 great years, though.
Sure, but like, what if the villagers steal the dog?
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. That's fair. That's fair. Hmm.
Yeah. Hmm.
I think there's a solution here.
All right.
I don't know what it is.
I mean, what if I just I'm a little hungry. What if I just eat you, though?
No, what would you do that for? Look at me. I'm dressed like Oliver Twist. Like, this is not an appetizing look. The village, man. I'm telling you, that's the spot. It's like you ever order out? Probably not, right?
No.
Who's going to bring food to the bridge?
Yeah, not a lot.
And how do you call them?
Uber Eats will not deliver here anymore.
No,
because I kept thinking that the delivery guy was part of the meal.
Right.
I tipped really great, though.
If they came back to pick it up, right? I think that's what you
tipped in the app.
Oh, sure. I hadn't considered touchless payment methods. You're right. My mistake.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, I think you just need a night out to unwind. Hey, here, why don't I watch your house?
Oh.
Right? I'm not a dog. Number one. That's key. You don't need to feed me. I have food. I've got granola bars and stuff in my bag.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. If you want to head into the village, pick up a snack, or if you know what I mean.
Oh.
Go out for a night on the town. Literally. And I'll keep track of all your stuff for you. It'll be great.
Okay.
This is a good pitch. If I'm being honest, which I always am.
Okay, so I feel, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this feels like this is your final, this
is the last gasp.
Yeah, you're going to stay here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That is my pitch to him. Yes.
All right. So now here's what's going to happen. We both roll and we compare it to the number that is left on the die.
Okay.
And there are different things that happen if we both roll over, we both roll under, we both tie, or one or whatever. So
I see.
So let's give it a shot.
All right. Here we go. Oh no.
Okay, what did you roll?
I rolled a 1. And just for the record, the number on the die that you have is 3, right?
Yeah,
It's the patience track.
3. And
Yeah. Okay.
it's on 2 for the trust track.
Yes.
All right, so here is what happens. Adventurer ties or rolls under trust, which you did, which was a 1, and troll rolls under as well. And I did. I rolled a 2. This is an amicable farewell, a partnership. There is hope and compassion. So,
what I'm trying to say.
So you convince Glump to go into the village to eat the village.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'll watch your house. So like Glump goes and has a snack. Do you actually watch his house?
I have to now.
You have to
like,
now.
I could easily just skip, but like...
You're friends.
Yeah, like I feel like we really made a connection here. And he trusted me with his stuff when he very clearly was not about that.
He was not. He was not about that.
I take that responsibility very seriously.
Great. So he goes out. He has himself maybe a couple of villagers. Comes back and then allows you to cross.
We get a high five on the way by. Probably liquefy me.
Just keeps his hand up so you can
hit right on the thumb.
Yeah. And then, it's like, come back if you want. Like, come on back. Like this was really fun. Like, you can come back and do this if you want again.
This is the best day I've had in town.
You did it.
And then freeze frame.
Yeah. Big rainbow above it. Yeah, so that's we made it. This is designed to be played in about 20 to 30 minutes. So it's about what we did with it.
Oh, great.
It is one of those things that I think is probably a pretty good like warm-up game if you're waiting for folk to come in for the rest of the party, or like if you know that there's like, oftentimes because we have two kids in school, like sometimes there's like we have about 30 minutes until one of us needs to go pick them up and then come back. Like there can be it could be like an interlude in the middle sort of a situation. It's pretty. I
think you could pretty easily do this with multiple players if you wanted to as well. Just
I think there's one
several
troll.
Adventurers.
I think several adventurers. I think that you might want to adjust the patience track. Like I feel like that could with multiple adventurers could go pretty quick.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
If they're behaving as one team, like then it's still you're still doing it the same way, really.
Sort of a representative.
It's just that everybody's on the hook for every question, whether they answer it or not.
Right. All right. Well,
that's kind of how we play our RPGs anyway.
It's true.
We make decisions and then everybody has to stick to them.
Too bad, everybody. Haha. All right. Well, do you want to try being the troll? Are you interested in giving that
sure.
part? I will be the adventurer. You can ask me some questions.
Yeah.
I can be Paolo's sister. Paola
Pringle? Or
Pringle?
Does she have a different surname?
No, I think it's the other. I think they're twins. I think she's actually Fancy.
She's who Paolo strives to be like.
Yeah. So I don't think she's the mid. She's not.
Is she traveling from the other direction to meet Paolo in the middle somewhere?
Yeah, different bridge. I think. I don't think it's Glump again. Like, but
I couldn't do it justice.
they're gonna meet in the middle. So Paula is coming from the other side. And
great.
Who are you as a troll, good sir?
My troll's name is Flay.
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 Yeah. Like Bobby, I guess. That's not a role-playing prompt. I just
Is
that
he
was
going to
apparently-
challenge me to a throwdown
You don't want to throw down with a troll.
with
I
trolley
think.
flay?
Trolley flay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're back at 6.
Yeah, on
6
0, right?
patience on 0 trust.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. I'm gonna and is your bridge over a chasm or over water?
I think this bridge is over like a deep chasm,
Okay.
and my flay is more of like more bird-like. Like I'm thinking of boy, this is
Winged?
kind of terrifying. Not winged, but feathered, sort of like a cross between the Skeksis from the Dark Crystal and the troll from Willow.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so he's kind of like he's pretty gross looking, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that, but
That's okay.
here we are.
He's a troll. Trolls can be gross.
Trolls can be gross.
Yeah. I think Paola is just trying to competently cross the bridge. Just like walking with authority, I think has gotten her into and out of a lot of places. Just gonna try to go.
Mm-hmm.
See what happens.
Yeah. Flay has a big like hook. It's like hook fingers, like sloth fingers.
Gross.
And just like in the middle of the walkway.
Oh.
Where do you think you're going?
Just across to just to over there. You see behind where that? Yeah, just right over there.
Over there?
Yep.
I've been there.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
I have heard the tales, so I thought go over there.
It's no small thing to cross.
It's not. I mean, it's not that. Like, this isn't a super wide bridge, It's not.
Exactly. It's not, and it's frankly the only way across for quite a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
so,
true.
What gift can you provide this poor keeper of the walkway?
Oh, a gift.
Have to keep this whole thing running,
Sure. You know what I was thinking would be nice for you? I mean, you're out here in the elements. And we all like to feel good about our appearance and like look at those nails. I bet you haven't had a manicure in years. Have you?
Girl? Nah.
All right. I can walk past you while you're distracted by your I can offer you a lovely manicure.
You do this? You do this?
Of course. I mean, look at my own. There.
You did that?
It did. Very fancy.
Where do you get these colors?
Oh, it's just like a varnish. You know how like you can get things for like ceramic pots or like to color your armor? Like I've just
I don't know any of these things.
Oh.
These are things you can do?
Absolutely. I feel like you, my man, are maybe like a real bright sort of like a red, like you have just slain an enemy, perhaps.
Oh, is that red? I like red.
I thought
Clack, clack, clack.
I thought you might.
Yes. I do.
All right. Well, let's roll and see if you believe me.
I believe you.
I threw
this is a pretty easy believe.
I rolled a 6.
I only rolled a 2.
6.
So we move up the trust track, right?
Yeah, and the patient stays.
Ooh. I must say you have piqued my curiosity.
Mm-hmm. 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 Well, why don't I have you just come on up and I will start right now.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yes.
So she's just
I don't know what to do.
filing and cleaning off and
Mhm. So,
starting to
tell me about you, where you're from. Where you,
just like
uh,
just soak it in this water for a little bit.
you,
Just
yeah.
put your hand over here and then
Tell me your favorite tale of your childhood.
well, I have a twin brother.
While you work, please.
Of course.
Okay. Good.
Sort of. I have a twin brother, and he is always getting into scrapes, And I have to tell you, I'm actually out here because he left home hoping to, make his name as an adventurer.
Oh, how's that going?
I don't think so good because I think I have to come and help him,
Oh.
Anyway, the whole point of me getting across this bridge is because I have to go rescue. You know how you have family members, right? That just don't quite do what they're hoping to get done. And sometimes they need a little assistance, right?
Mhm.
I mean, how many siblings do you have?
I have 43.
Yeah. And there's got to be at least one that is just not quite up to par, right?
32.
Oh my goodness.
We're not a proud bunch.
Oh. Yeah. Anyway, here are your nails.
I'm doing fine.
You
by the
are.
way.
Look at you.
I look fabulous.
So fabulous.
Clack, clack, clack.
Anyway, I was thinking, let me just.
No chip.
Yeah. That's going to last you quite some time. It's going to be good. If I could just get across and go, just go help out my brother, and you can, call one of your siblings who you're clearly doing better than.
Well, since you brought up your brother,
yeah,
what do you think you can do to help him that will really help him? That's my official second question.
I understand. I mean, I'm going to be real honest. I think that there is a strong non-zero chance that he's going to get eaten by a troll.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
She
I
might
feel
be
like
right.
if I could just get to where he is, I'd guide him to the paths that don't have trolls on them.
Oh, are you good at finding those?
Wayfinder. I'm a good wayfinder. This particular one, obviously, take a look around you. It's really hard to get across this chasm, right, without going over one of the bridges.
Certainly.
But, in a lot of other places, when you're traveling, you don't have to take the bridge, it's rush hour, right? You could just go local. You don't have to take the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
But
skip tolls.
He doesn't think about that, right?
Avoid trolls. Dang,
yeah.
That's the joke.
That's right. Well, hey, you can edit this. That is your job.
That's a good use of my time. You're right.
It's a perfect use of your time. Are we going to roll?
Yeah, let's roll for that.
Okay.
I wish we had devised some mechanic for advantage or something on these so that it wasn't just a straight 1-to-1.
Yeah, well, I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 3.
Okay. Your patience has gone down.
That means the number on the die turns.
To a 5, yeah.
At a 5. We're on box 1 on the trust track. We're at a 5 on the patience track.
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen plenty of people come through with the same aspirations as you, and I hope you don't mind me telling you.
Mm-hmm.
The odds are not in your favor.
No.
I'm not sure you're getting off this bridge, to be honest. It's still early.
After I did such a beautiful job on your nails.
I do love it. I trust that I could carve you up and everything would be still intact. No, I'm not saying I want to.
Sure. It feels a little bit like you want to.
Well, I don't not want to either.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We're still we've got to get to know each other a little, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, maybe you can sweeten the pot for me a bit.
Mm-hmm.
What can you do to make my existence here a little more comfortable?
Oh. Oh yeah. First of all, what are you sleeping in right now?
I have a few bits of rope that I've scavenged. I kind of tied them up and I kind of in a sling,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
hammock sort of situation.
But like it's just the rope.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, I happen to have
It's not great.
in my pack an extra couple of capes. I mean, you wouldn't want to go out with just one cape, right? Like,
No, one does want options.
I do, and a splash of color. And so I could give you one of my capes, and you could use one of those capes to create a more comfortable hammock, which is actually a hammock and not just like some rope that is pretending to be a hammock, that is
So there would be
masquerading
something
as a hammock.
between the ropes.
Correct.
This is an idea.
It is. I really think that you would like it.
All right. Well, let's roll.
We'll
Let's see
make
if
it
I
so
like
much
it.
more comfortable for you.
Yeah, it
Hey,
sounds
all right.
comfortable.
I got a 5 that time.
Oh, I did too. What does that do? Oh,
So we
last time we
decided
did
that it was
both.
going to move up the trust, but still make you a little impatient. So we're at 2 trust.
Yeah.
And 4 for patience. And I do hand it over, and it is a lovely deep purple color.
Ooh. How does it look next to my claws?
Lovely.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyway, while
Trying
you
to
get
like
that
figure
set
out
up,
how I'll tie it around.
I'm gonna. I'll just move on.
Are you trying to cross?
No, I think that she's always saying that. You know, like,
I
you
see.
know, you're
I
busy,
see.
so I'm just gonna.
Yeah. I think that I don't know that I'm quite ready to let you go yet.
No, I mean we have
No,
been having a lovely time. It's been lovely, truly.
I think this is embarrassing.
Yes.
I think I just need someone to talk to.
Oh.
It's a pretty lonely existence on this bridge. Not many people come this way.
Goodness. Yeah, you know, we could have like a little bit of a dish session, you know? Like we could I've heard a lot of gossip on the way in from the last village.
Ooh.
Like
What's the juiciest thing you heard while you were there?
Oh.
I have to live vicariously through travelers who are willing to tell me.
Well, I heard that the miller's wife has run off to join a band of traveling bandits because she's in love with their leader.
Oh no.
Yes.
I think I know them.
The bandits?
Well, them too. They're from the village down the way.
Yeah, just right back there.
Escandalo.
Oh.
I can't believe it. Oh, she like gets a look.
Mm. Yeah.
Can't imagine.
And like,
what
I don't know if
thinking.
she's in love with it was very vague. I don't know if she's in love with like the leader in like a romantic way or if it's like the lifestyle, loving the lifestyle, right? Like she just like felt really trapped and wanted to get out and go like see the world, like be an adventurer. But like, I don't know that she's super well suited to it, frankly. She might come here soon.
Ooh.
I mean, she would be a real easy
sounds
target,
promising.
I think. She's not.
Yes. Freedom is an illusion. Hmm. That's very interesting. I think it was just like casual chatter until
Hmm.
you brought up the fact that it might come this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's roll for that one.
Let's see what happens.
That's
Yeah.
that's a 4.
I almost
5.
did this,
Whew.
but that would have been a 10, and that's not what I
You
meant.
rolled a 10? Then
I
I
rolled a
know
10
you
on
were
my
cheating.
D6. I was like, it's a 5.
So we move up the trust track.
Move up the trust track. Okay.
Um, so the when we get to the we're not trying to when we get to the cross, the final scene, we're not trying to roll the same number, right? Like you're rolling against trust and I'm rolling against patience or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
So I'm trying to roll. I think we're both rolling under trust, but the patience, if the troll runs out of patience, then it's an immediate, like, you triggered the final scene. It's
I
a
see.
way of keeping the adventurer from just like waiting until they have built the trust all the way up. Like, oh, we can just roll forever until you get to
Right. Until you get to
roll
6
roll to
or
6,
whatever.
and then we roll under. Yeah.
That makes sense.
That is my understanding.
Okay. Um, I don't know that I have much else to work with
Yeah,
here
I
that
think
like
I
makes
think
sense. I think we're
I'm gonna
there.
try to go. You know what? Like, I don't want to be in the way when she gets here, right?
Yeah.
Like, I would hate to stop you from doing your thing, so I'm just gonna scoot. I'm gonna scoot. And
So our trust track is on 3.
Mm-hmm.
Our patience track is on 4.
Correct.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to roll and I will rely on you to tell me how I did.
Okay. So I rolled a 3, which ties my trust.
I also rolled a 3.
That's so great. This is where
That's the same thing that happened last time?
Yeah, this is where you rolling low is super helpful.
I'm great at that.
You're so good at it. So we both rolled under, tied. I tied and you rolled under.
Okay.
So it's an amicable farewell. Oh wait, troll ties. Okay, I live, but you are
Lucky.
perhaps impatient, and you chase me off so that you can like set up for this next situation. But like
we're probably not going to hang later,
right,
but you made it through.
But like I'm over. I'm through. I'm over your bridge. And you were like
I'm
yourself
over your bridge.
I am so over your bridge. And then I'm getting set up for the next situation.
Yeah.
You're getting set up for the next situation.
I am.
Good job, Flay. I'm glad we didn't have to
always
do a throwdown.
Be flaying.
Always be flaying. So that was adventure versus troll. I'm sorry, adventure and troll. I would be really interested to see what that would be like with one troll and a group of folk and a group of adventurers. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, this is moving into like our moments of gratitude. Like, what are you grateful for today?
I am always grateful, and it came up this time as well. I'm grateful for moments like when as the adventurer, I suggested that we raid the village together. But you were like not immediately dismissive of my crazy ideas. Basically, that I feel like I can bring that kind of energy to your game, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, you're not rolling your eyes at like.
Never. I always have off the wall ideas in general as a player. I too am like, what if what if I come in through the wall though? You know, just like
yeah.
And so I super welcome that sort of energy of just like, hey, I got this weird thing.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? Let's do it
Yeah. And I
together.
appreciate that this is like a reasonable place to act on those impulses.
For sure. Sarah's Table is a safe space for
Mhm.
shenanigans
Good.
in general. I am grateful for you hopping in, even though you are usually behind the scenes. Like, I do love playing games with you, and it's always super fun to have you in front of the camera because then we can dance like this. Beep, 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 beep. Ah, bah, 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 bah. They're in the middle of gathering highlights for like to show at Gen Con. And so I know that my highlight reel is just going to be me doing weird dances,
Doing dances.
doing strange hand motions.
There'll be a lot to choose
beep,
from.
beep, 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 beep. Yeah, for sure. um, Awesome. Hey, where can we find you on the internet? What do you have coming up? I know you have some cool stuff happening. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, I do. I'm currently, my big project right now is that I am working on finalizing the copy for my first RPG that I'm writing. It's sort of a cross between your like the OSR style game and sort of narrative first games. Basically, I wrote a game that is exactly how I wish all my games were. So I'm just like wrote the perfect game for me to play. That way, if I need to run something on in a scrape, in a pinch, I'll always have something. And we've tested it for a while, and people have responded very favorably to it. So it's called The Vanishing Lands. You can find more information at thevanishinglands.com. You can find me on Twitter talking about it occasionally at Lands Vanishing. And we're also on Instagram at The Vanishing Lands. I will be at Gen Con running a couple tables of a starter adventure that is written for the book that we're premiering at Gen Con. I think they're basically sold out now.
There may be one ticket left.
There may be one seat left. Check it out. Go into the Gen Con. If you're going to be there, go into the event search page and search for The Vanishing Lands. It's the only thing that comes up. And if you're there and the tables are full and you still want to try and play, look me up. Yeah. I'll be there and I'll have some time. So I'm always happy to talk about it or do a quick session or whatever you want to do. I love talking about it.
It's true. Also, the game is sort of a family affair, and that I am contributing some short fiction to it. And then our oldest is doing all of the art for it, which is very exciting.
Slowly but surely it's coming together.
Yeah, I've seen some early sketches of some of the like monsters that we have come up with, and they're very cool. So
yeah, we're going with an art style that's sort of reminiscent of the like old D&D, like sort of pencil sketchy style, because I've just always loved that, and it looks great next to the copy when we put it all together. So I'm very excited about how it's all shaping up. I don't know if the book will be done by Gen Con, but it'll be pretty close. Cool. So it'll be soon. And if you follow me on Twitter and Instagram, you'll learn all about it.
And then right after Gen Con, hopefully coinciding with when the book will be available for purchase, we're going to do an arc here on Sarah's Table in the Vanishing Lands, probably like a 2 or 3 episode arc. One of the coolest things about this game in particular is that you are building your land that has vanished. And so I always like to do, if I'm going to highlight that game, I like to do one of the sessions be a true session 0, where you are building the land together as a party, and then also building your characters, because that's a huge part of the game. It's really hard to do that game in a way where you're just like handed
a you just sit down and play.
Yeah. So we're gonna do one of those, and we're gonna build it, and
that's the part people love. That we have you come up with cool ideas.
Stuff.
And you can build anything. Like it's a system, like the system is designed to be setting agnostic, but there is setting information in the book.
Mhm.
But if you want Old West, you want Candyland, the RPG, you want like a Saturday morning cartoon, you can build all that stuff in there and they're all compatible with each other. So it can be a lot of fun to build whatever you want. And people who are like involved with the world build inevitably find something they latch onto and then create a character that specializes in that thing they love. And
Yeah.
it's just so fun to see people like light up when they get to do that cool thing during the game.
We built a land that was essentially like LARPers that
Yes,
were
that was
reenacting
awesome.
something, and then the area they were doing the reenactment on got like transported into the Vanishing Lands. And so like
It's like if you were at a Ren fair and you were suddenly in like a fantasy
yeah,
land.
like the
Yeah,
whole thing just got like plucked up and put it somewhere else. And it was so wild. Yeah,
it
it
was
was really
great. We
fun.
never got to finish that game, but we had some really memorable moments in the few sessions we played.
Yeah, there were raccoons involved. I
Mm-hmm.
believe I believe the truth was raccoons always show up at the like most inopportune moment,
Yeah,
or like when bad things are
they're like
happening.
they're like harbingers of chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was wild. It
yeah. So
was
if you
very
want
cool.
to learn more about that game,
And you
look me
should.
up. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Um you can also Jeff doesn't do a lot of his own posting, but you can also follow him. He's J Moore 511 in a lot of places, or JW Moore 511, depending on where
Depends
you want
on
to
which
look at it.
place. Yeah.
Because everything can't be the same. Social
Mm-hmm.
media. Pa, pa, pa. My name is Sarah Moore. You can find me on Facebook at actor Sarah Moore. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram and Ko-Fi and TikTok and Discord at Pixies and Pins. You can go to my website, which is pixiesandpins.com. You can find me here every Friday night on twitch.tv/GenConTV on Sarah's Table at 5 p.m. Pacific. Next week, I am doing a third episode of Retrograde by Grant Howitt, where we have sort of taken the system and it has moved far beyond what I think it was originally intended to. But we're following the same two characters who keep waking up with no memories in different places, and trying to piece together who they are and what they are to each other. Having a really great time. That's with Becca Godsey and Patrick Keefe. So come back for that. And then, like I said, we have Vanishing Lands arc coming up. I think we're going to do a Crowned arc coming up. I am putting together an episode or two of Sleepaway, which is by Possum Creek and is like a horror game that is about being at a summer camp, which is not going to be super horror-y because it's me, so it's going to be like cozy horror, but it's as close as we're going to get. And then I think we're probably also we have a partnership coming up, a collaboration with Tabula Sono, which is an online like terrain building platform. We're going to do an episode of Blades in the Dark in Tabula Sono. And then, I also am going to be at Gen Con doing a bajillion things. I have a very packed schedule. Please come and see me. There's going to be puppets involved. I'm going to do a Sarah's Table live. I'm going to do a couple of Actoroki things, which is another ongoing project that I am a part of. I'm going to be there with the Gax Pack live. I'm going to be on Perception Check over with Perception Studio. Like a ton of really fun stuff. Find me. I would love it. And I think we are actually in the process of doing some tests like right now, basically, that we're going to have maybe those keychains, Sarah's Table's keychains, out of like acrylic. So we just got some hot pink acrylic and we're going to make some joy. I'm very excited about it. So many things.
Woo.
Do you have anything else you want to add before I do like my thank yous?
No, that's great.
more things. I'm going to try really hard to not add more things for Jeff to do before we go to Gen Con. Ta-da! Ta-da! Yeah, so thank you, Jeff, for coming on and playing with me today. It was super fun. I appreciate you. And thank you to Marcus Mays, who is our tech over at Gen Con TV, for keeping our stream running smoothly. I would like to thank Tanel Levitt for the super adorable thumbnails that she always makes. This one has a little troll lifting me up, which is super cute. Thank you to Gen Con and Gen Con TV for giving me this platform so that I can spotlight indie games. I think it's super cool that we're able to get eyeballs on things that don't have like big D&D money behind them. Thank you to Peter Adkison for trusting me to program all of these shenanigans, and just being like super supportive and like, do whatever you want. We love it. Yeah, and thank you to Shawn McCarthy for making Adventure and Troll. We enjoyed it today.
We got pretty close to the intended rules, I think.
I think so. We came close.
Mm-hmm.
We always come mostly close.
We had fun.
Yes, that is the most important part, I think. And thank you all at home for joining us today. Yeah, I feel very lucky that this is a thing that I get to say is my job, because playing games is the best. So yeah, I think if I forgot to thank you, I want you to just like take a moment and know that you are part of this at home. Thank you. Sorry if I forgot anyone.
Just fill in your own name in the blank.
Fill in your own name.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as always, keep making art and keep being art. We will see you next time. Mwah.